Salutations, welcome, respected youngsters. Gratitudes to you for being with me to study this great Shastra. Congratulations too that you are able to maintain your regularity, sincerity. By now, you understood how much effort we have to put to grasp our Shastras and live up to them. And I wish and pray this happens in our life that we start living our Shastras and truly evolving. Let's enjoy today's hour 1 hour session of 7 activities. The last one, Prashna Upanishad, chanting and just literal meaning. Before that, Valmiki Ramayana Ayodhya Kanda 100th Kachit Sarga Rajaneethi Dharmas. Before that, Srimad Bhagavad Gita 16th chapter Daivasura Sampad Vibhaga, the divine values, qualities, virtues. When we possess them, we become successful outside. Everybody will love us and trust us. Within ourselves, we will have a very comfortable peace. And these gunas equip us, empower us to even spiritually grow. That's why they are called Daivi Sampada. Then, before that, our Taittiriya Brahmana Parayanam. Before that, our Sahana Vavatu. Before that, Sankalpa. सबसे पहले 5 minutes of our चर्चा as we do every day. Today is purely spiritual common sense thought. Okay, common sense spiritual thought. Generally, all of us, even those who study Shastras for some time and go to temples and all, are even having Mahatmas, Gurus in their life. Yet they are still in vagueness about what exactly is spiritual sadhana. What is said in all our Shastras. Today, just 5 minutes, we talk about it. What our all Shastras say is beyond this seeming world, gross world, subtler world, causal world, there is one infinite being which is without any of the qualities of this gross, subtle, causal world. And that being is one without second. And we are that. This is what the main thought of Shastra. That we, instead of being with that infinite self as one, somehow we are in our ignorance and delusion considering ourselves to be an individual separate from that self with all these equipments and struggle in the world to become happy, to become infinite, to become poor nor complete. It is like the water is there in all ocean, all waves and the entire ocean. That water capped in that wave form and considering itself as the wave now, forgetting itself that it is actually that water which is infinite, which is one without second. If you can ponder over this example, you will understand what is our Vedanta Shastras are saying. Everything is water, but that water is expressing as one wave. Then that water in the wave, which is actually the total water, which cannot be divided, which is not a two. Because of that waveness, it considers itself to be limited like wave and thinks other waves are separate from it and total ocean is separate from it. And this small wave, though it is water, that water inside never born or dying, never changing. But the waveness is born and dying and changing, no? So because it is thinking itself to be that waveness, the water also feels. I am born when the wave born. I am growing when the wave grows. I die when wave dies. Same way, the waveness is our all equipments. Sharira, Indriya, Mana, Buddhi, Ahankar. In that we are caught up. Who are we? Tatpada, the Paramatma, which is all pervading. No, when you are infinite, all pervading Bhagavan, self, when you are cocooned in this small equipment, then you are definitely suffocated. And what are we doing? We want to be freed by entering into the suffocating five faculties only. What is the way? Like when my leg is suffocated in a shoe because the number of shoe is one number less. By putting your feet inside that shoe, can you ever have freedom? What is to be done? You bring your leg out of it, now it is free. Same way, when I detach myself from these five upadhis and find myself to me, the support or substratum, this is called moksha. This is spirituality. Then what they tell us is when these five things, Sharira, Indriya, Mana, Buddhi, Aham, they are functioning in the outer world, that is again by my choice. I continue to be limited by my identity with these five things only. What is to be done is these five things should be withdrawn from the world and they have to be used in the pursuit of God. This is spirituality. Withdrawing our faculties from the pursuit of the world, using our faculties in the search of the Lord. While doing so, to whatever extent each of the faculty can help us, take that help and transcend it. Go to the next. Take the help from it, transcend it, go to next. Travel in that to the next level. Finally, drop all of them, be back to yourself. So I want to go to Kedarnath. So I take the taxi from my home to railway station or airport. Then from there I take the flight up to Delhi or train. From there again I take another taxi or car up to Gupta Kashi. From there again I take the helicopter if I can afford. Or I go to Gauri Kunda. From there I take up a pony or palki or I walk. So what am I doing here? Whatever vehicle transport required to whatever the way it is used by me, I am leaving it and going next. What is my final state? I have to reach to the Kedar. In the Kedarnath also actually क्या करना है? Enter into the temple. Stand in front of God. Ask Pujari to do puja. What is Pujari's park? He introduces us to the God, God to us. Then he disappears. We have to merge in the God there in that meditation. This is actually temple में दर्शन करना है finally. When you come back from temple, you should not come back as an individual who has gone inside. You have to come back as the individuality is merged in God, divinity only in your heart. With that, you have to come back. This is actual temple darshan. Same bad fellow going inside, coming same bad fellow is no use. It's like you took a bath and came out with same dirt and sweat. What's the use? Going to the Lord is giving bath to our all inner impurity. Come out purified. Now, anyway, one transport we have crossed, used and crossed, right? Same way, body when it is lazy or when it was outer work, you as a body continue jiva. Use the body for Bhagwan. That's called puja. Bhagwan mandir mein puja, whole jagat is Bhagwan Rupa, therefore jagat ka seva. This is the only way for which the body has to be used. Jitna usse ho saka. Then go to the sense organs. Sense organs, when they are there in the Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasagandha, for the Bhoga, you are in delusion. You will continue to be deluded. What is to be done? Mainly these three. The karma indriya of the tongue, the ears and the eyes. They always have to be used for the God. Tongue to take the name of God, ears to listen to the glories of God, eyes to look at His form. Again, the Lord's form as you meditate and Lord's form as in the form of the world. So my Jnanendriyas used only for God. Then all the impurities, all the vasanas, because of which I was forced to use them for the world and continue to be a deluded individual, they go away. Now come to the mind level. Mind is in attachment to things and beings. No. Mind with its all devotion, love, it should only remember God. Inside the mind, remember your Lord Rama Krishna. Tell, oh God, because of you I am there. Thank you for blessing me with all these things. My devotion to you. Please evolve me spiritually. In this way, mind's emotions, mind's thinkings only about the God when they are there. That's called bhakti sadhana. That is to be done with the mana. No other thing. Comes next the intellect. Intellect should always contemplate with the help of the Shastra that whatever I am saying in the world, it is all something superimposed. There is a reality behind it. Hold on to that reality. That reality is called Paramatma, is called Satchid Anand. उन शब्दों का अर्थ जानकर बुद्धि से हमेशा वही चिंतन करना. That is the using of buddhi for that purpose. When you come to Indriya level sadhana, the body level sadhana gets reduced. When you come to mind level sadhana, Indriya level sadhana gets reduced. When you come to buddhi level sadhana, of studying a Shastra, understanding the reality of God, understanding the projection nature of the world. The mind level sadhana not required. Reduce हो जाता है. Just it's a support not to fall completely. Those are done. But main thing is बुद्धि शास्त्र तत्व चिंतन बुद्धि शास्त्र तत्व चिंतन बुद्धि शास्त्र आत्म चिंतन बस इतना ही. Final one is aham. The ahankara sadhana is only these two. One, I am not an individual identified with these five faculties. I am the self who is there in all equipments. So I am not the individual in these five faculties. I am not the kshetra identified jiva. Who are you then? I am kshetragnam chapimam with the sarva kshetresh. Third श्लोक of 30th chapter. इसका अभ्यास निरंतर करने जाना है. इसी को हम ब्रह्म अभ्यास कहते हैं. इतना करें कि I am body, I am mind, I am senses, I am intellect, I am an ego separate. That should get reduced fully. I am only the Satchidananda Paramatma. Till that Anubhuti comes, we have to go on doing. But why don't we do? Because we find amidst all difficulties, small little pleasures and comforts. By being Sharira, by being Indriya and all. This is full of dukkha, little only pleasure. But in that infinite Atma identity, there is infinite bliss without any dukkha. If you are convinced about it, use that conviction, then we can give up these small little pleasures, seek that. This is our Adhyatmic sadhana. Otherwise, you are with one or the other equipments, like the doctor. 10 o'clock he entered chamber, evening up to 7 o'clock. Those 9 hours. He forgets that he is a man. With that doctor knowledge, he goes on living life of doctor only. It's only on imagination on himself because of that knowledge. So to engineer, so to a politician, what are they doing? In that few hours of time or whatever equipments are there, we identifying with them, they are behaving like that and they are forgetting themselves. Example, politician, I am of this party, our manifesto is this, you vote for us, when we are elected, we will serve you, he says. The engineer morning to evening, the teacher teaching, I am doing my lecture. ये सब क्या है? Intellectually some knowledge, identify with that, I am doing that job. And I identify myself to be that individual. Examples. In the same way, शरीर प्राण मन बुद्धि अहंकार से हम जन्म जन्म से वही नाटक करे जा रहे हैं. We have forgotten ourselves. I gave you these examples. The regular examples we give is he takes up the husband role because of wife, forgets he is man. He takes a father's role through the son, forgets he is a man. In the same way, we take up the body role and call as younger, older, etc. Forget that we are the self. We take up the sense organ role and we become seer, smeller, taster, toucher, etc. Forget that we are the self. We take up the role of acting through the mind, then we become sentimental, forget that we are the self. We take up the role of buddhi and we become thinker, knower, or ignorant, forget we are the self. Like an actor also. 3 hours it took for one shot of 3 minutes. 29 times that was tried. All the 29 times he was only thinking is an actor, trying to deliver the dialogue, those expressions, etc. So he is forgotten that he is a person there. But luckily after the 3 hours, Ammaya ho gaya re baba aaj ka. He drops that shooting and he relaxes. But we are not dropping our his upadhis and relaxing. Life after the other life, we are only taking up one or the other this set of upadhis. This is called samsara. This is what whole spirituality is about, whole Tattva Jnana Vedanta about. They are given technical words because they are the words familiar that time. Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga के द्वारा get yourself away from your upadhis. Through Jnana Yoga, recognize yourself and establish in it. Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga purified us. Therefore, we have come to Jnana Yoga. In the Jnana Yoga, either through Kshetra Vibhaga or Gunatraya Vibhaga or Ksharakshara Uttama Purusha Vibhaga or Devi Sampad, Asuri Sampad Vibhaga or Shraddhatra Vibhaga. This is of Jnana Marg. With that, you discover your Tatpada inside you. You discover your Kshetrajna inside you. You discover your Jneya inside you. You discover your Uttama Purusha inside you. You discover your Gunatita Purusha inside you. See, what we are studying in Gita is this. सुनो 4-5 बार सुनो आइडिया है ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोदेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव कैवल्यसिद्ध्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणे इतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायिनां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्यभक्तभगवत्परम्पराणां पुनरुत्थानजागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिकप्रगति एकता शान्ति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्मसंस्थापनकार्ये कङ्कणबद्ध अस्माकं सहित सर्वेषां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेमधैर्यादिप्राप्तिद्वारा शत्रुविघ्ननिर्मूलनद्वारा सनातनधर्मप्रतिष्ठाकर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरात् शिवकृष्णादि समस्तमन्दिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयानां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरसाधना सेवा शास्त्राध्ययन अध्यापनोपासना यज्ञादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरे स्थित समस्तशत्रूणां समूलनिर्मूलनार्थं शास्त्ररूपेण विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां युवानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मभक्ति भगवद्भक्ति गुरुभक्ति शास्त्रभक्ति सनातन धर्म भक्ति सत्संग भक्ति धर्म भक्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक कार्यक्रमाणां शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापनानां मध्ये शांति मंत्र उच्चारणं तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मण पारायणं श्रीमद् भगवद्गीता षोडशोऽध्यायस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि रामायण अयोध्याकांड शततम कच्चित् सर्गस्य पारायणं राजनीति धर्माणाम् अध्ययनं श्री प्रश्न उपनिषदः पारायणं स्वल्पार्थाविष्करणं वयं सर्वे जीवन साफल्यार्थं सद्गुण प्राप्त्यर्थं ज्ञानभक्त्यादि प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मार्थं भारतवर्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामः राइट ओम 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 सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति 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 ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Done. Let us do our Parayana Veda Mantra. ओम श्री 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 वेदमात्रे नमः. ओम अथ श्री कृष्णे यजुर्वेदीय तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मणम तृतीयाष्टकम द्वितीय प्रपाठकस्य पारायणम. टाइम लगेगा 6-7 मिनट. ओम अथ षट्चत्वारिंशत् मंत्रात् आरभ्य. ओम ओम अवधूतगं रक्षोवधूता अरातय इत्याह रक्षसामवहत्यै अदित्यास्त्वगसीत्याह इयं वा अदितिः अस्या एवैनत्वचं करोति प्रतित्वा पृथिवी वेत्वित्याह प्रतिष्ठित्यै पुरस्तात् प्रतीचीनग्रीवम् उत्तरलोमोपस्तृणाति मेध्यत्वाय तस्मात् पुरस्तात् प्रत्यञ्च पशवो मेधमुपतिष्ठन्ते तस्मात् प्रजामृगा ग्राहुकाः यज्ञो देवेभ्यो निलायत कृष्णो रूपं कृत्वा यत्कृष्णाजिने हविरधिविनष्टि यज्ञादेव तद्यज्ञं प्रयुङ्क्ते हविषो स्कन्धाय द्यावा पृथिवे सहस्ताम तेषम्यामात्रमेक महर्ष्यै तागं शम्यामात्रमेकमहः दिवस्कम्भनिरसि प्रतित्वादित्या दित्वास्त्वग्वेत्तित्वित्याह द्यावा पृथिव्योर्वीत्यै दिशणासि पर्वत्या प्रतित्वा दिवस्कम्भनिर्वेत्तित्याह द्यावा पृथिव्योर्विधृत्यै दिशणासि पार्वतेया प्रतित्वा पर्वतिर्वेत्वित्याह द्यावा पृथिव्योर्धृत्यै देवस्य त्वा सवितुः प्रसव इत्याह प्रसूत्यै अश्विनोर्बाहुभ्यामित्याह अश्विनौधि देवानामध्वर्यो आस्ताम् उष्णो हस्ताभ्यामित्याह यत्यै अधिवपामित्याह यथा देवतमेवैनानधिपवपति धान्यमसि धिनुहि देवानित्याह एतस्य यजुहोषो वीर्येण यावदेका देवता कामयते यावदेका तावदाहुतिः प्रथते न हि तदस्ति यत्तावदेव स्यात् यावज्जुहोते प्राणायत्वापानाय त्वेत्याह प्राणानेव यजमाने दधाति दीर्घामनु प्रसिति मायुषेधामित्याह आयुरेवास्मिन् दधाति अन्तरिक्षादिव वा एतानि प्रस्कन्दन्ति यानि दृषदः देवो वः सविता हिरण्यपाणिः प्रतिगृह्णात्वीत्याह प्रतिष्ठित्यै हविषोस्कन्दाय असंवपन्तीपिगं शाणूनि कुरुतादित्याह मेध्यत्वाय निलायत विधृत्यै वीर्येण स्कन्दन्ति चत्वारि च दृष्टिरसि ब्रह्म यच्छेत्याह धृत्यै अवाग्नेऽग्निमा मादञ्जहिनिष्क्र व्यादगं सेदादे वयजं वहेत्याह य एवा मात्क्रव्यात् तमपहत्या मेध्येऽग्नौ कपालमुपदधाति निर्दग्धगं रक्षो निर्दग्धा अरातय इत्याह रक्षागस्येव निर्दहति अग्निवत्युपदधाति अस्मिन्नेव लोके ज्योतिर्धत्ते अंगारमधिवर्तयति अंतरिक्ष एव ज्योतिर्धत्ते आदित्यमेवामुष्मिन् लोके ज्योतिर्धत्ते ज्योतिष्मन्तोऽस्मा इमे लोका भवन्ते य एवं वेद ध्रुवमसि पृथिवीं ध्रुगं हेत्याह पृथिवीमेवैतेन ध्रुगं हति धर्त्रमस्यन्तरिक्षं ध्रुगं हेत्याह अंतरिक्षमेवैतेन ध्रुगं हति धरुणमसि दिवं ध्रुगं हेत्याह दिवमेवैतेन ध्रुगं हति धर्मासि दिशो ध्रुगं हेत्याह दिश एवैतेन ध्रुगं हति इमानेवैतैर्लोकान् ध्रुगं हति ध्रुगं हन्ते स्म इमे लोकाः प्रजया पशुभिः य एवं वेद त्रीण्यग्रे कपालान्युपदधाति त्रय इमे लोकाः येषान् लोकानामाप्त्यै एकमग्रे कपालमुपदधाते एकं वा अग्रे कपालं पुरुषस्य सम्भवते अथ द्वे अथ त्रीणि अथ चत्वारि अथाष्टौ तस्मादष्टाकपालं पुरुषस्य शिरः यदेवं कपालान्युपददाति यज्ञो वै प्रजापतिः यज्ञमेव प्रजापतिगं सग्गस्करोति आत्मानमेव मेव तत्सग्गस्करोति तगं सग्गस्कृतमात्मानम् अमुष्मिन् लोकेऽनुपरैति यदष्टा उपदधाति गायत्र्या तत्संविदौ यन्नव त्रिवृता तत् यद्दश विराजा तत् यदेकादश तिष्ठुभा तत् यद्वादश जगत्या तत् तिष्ठु छन्दसंहितानि स उपदधत् कपालानि इमान् लोकाननुपूर्वन् दिशो विधृत्यै हते हतायुः प्राणान् प्रजां भजोन् यजमाने दधाति सजातानस्मा अवितो बहुलान् करोति चितश्चेत्याह यथायुजुरेवैतत् भृगूणामङ्गिरसान्दवस तप्यध्वमित्याह देवतानामेवैनानि तपसा तपति तानि ततः सग्गस्थिते यानि घर्मे कपालान् न्युपचिन्वन्ति वेदस इति चतुष्पदय स्पदयर्चा विमुञ्झते चतुष्पादः पशवः पशुष्वेवो वरिष्ठात् प्रतितिष्ठते वर्तयति दिवमे वैतेन दृगं हति सम्भवति तगं सग्गस्कृतमात्मानं द्वादश सग्गस्थिते त्रीणि च ओम शांति 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 भगवद गीता 16th chapter दैवी संपदा friends please remember outer world our own sharira most importantly our inner antakarana they all have to be kept purified kept beautified kept neat and clean and tidy all those ways of doing are called the sadguna sampada. Precisely, they are called here as the Daivi Sampada. Specifically, they are called Daivi because this type of inner gunas, more and more when we live, we get in our own antakarana special beauty, special charm, chastity, divinity, and special power comes. With that power, we call it as intuitive, we will be able to realize, recognize that which is beyond. Just like any of the scientists. In that pure chaste intellect, when they are looking into the world, are they not recognizing the secrets of the world? With that, are they not creating or inventing so many comfortable things? Anybody, a poet, in his creative mood writing a poem, how many people are happy with that? A painter in his calm, quiet inner composition, disposition, what an art, a masterpiece is bringing out. A chef, a group of cooks, in their dedicated endeavor, becoming very subtle, are they not? Bringing out a very tasty, delicious food. In the same way, you and I, with the practice of these Daivi gunas, come to that higher intellectual level of apprehending, first comprehending, then apprehending that substratum which is beyond, behind this seeming world of various multiplicities and activities and happenings. That's called as Tattva Chintanam, Atma Chintanam, Brahma Chintanam, Satya Chintanam. We get a capacity, permission, license for that. Like the one who has joined the Air Force, learned all the skills of piloting and all, then he is given a license for flying the aircraft. Even it can be fighter plane also. Same way, and imagine that person when he was fourth class, fifth class. उसका idea ही नहीं. But he went on studying engineering aeronauticals. Then he excelled. So too, in the beginning, we don't know of any of these values, and we don't know of when we practice these values how calm, quiet, composed, subtler, divinized, purified our heart becomes. With that, the gurus only come searching for us. Then they teach us, beta, this is how all world you are seeing. You are seeing them with your equipments. All of them are enlivened by, enlightened by, empowered by, given the satta by something other than them, something beyond them, something within them. Seek that, search that. Compare it with the 15th chapter में. If you practice this Daivi Sampada, we become qualified for Tatpada Parimarganam. If you are not practicing them, by default, we'll be practicing Asuri Rakshasi Sampada. With that, even Manavi also, only in that Samsara Vriksha, Adasturdvam, Prasrutaha, we will be going up and down. That's it. That is why practice of these divine values becomes a necessary thing. When we practice, we are rewarded, awarded. Instead of that, the negative qualities practiced, we are definitely punished. You are sent to this world. World is in front of. You have your mind, intellect. There are Daivi Sampada, there is Asri Sampada. With Daivi Sampada gained, these things you do. The Asri Sampada gained, these things you do. After this, the freedom is given to you. Kya karna karo. Once you do, we have the right to punish you or reward you. The Lord says. So if the Asuri Sampada, we trouble others, therefore we will be punished. With the Daivi Sampada, we become saviors of the world, so we are rewarded. That is why Daivi Sampada has to be learned. Done? Now let us do this chanting of 4 times. Okay. ॐ श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीगीता शरणं मम श्रीव्यास शरणं मम श्रीसद्गुरुशरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम शरणं मम शरणं मम ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ षोडशोऽध्यायः दैवासुरसम्पद्विभागयोगः प्रथमश्लोकः श्रीभगवानुवाच अभयं सत्त्वसंशुद्धिः ज्ञानयोगव्यवस्थितिः दानं दमश्च यज्ञश्च स्वाध्यायस्तप आर्जवम् अभयं सत्त्वसंशुद्धिः ज्ञानयोगव्यवस्थितिः दानन्दमश्च यज्ञश्च स्वाध्यायस्तप आर्जवम् अभयं सत्त्वसंशुद्धिः ज्ञानयोगव्यवस्थितिः दानन्दमश्च यज्ञश्च स्वाध्यायस्तप आर्जवम् अभयं सत्त्वसंशुद्धिः ज्ञानयोगव्यवस्थितिः दानन्दमश्च यज्ञश्च स्वाध्यायस्तप आर्जवम्. The first of the Daivi Sampada is Abhayam. Bhaya is worse than Mrityu. डर डर के मरना is worse than मरना. मर गए तो एक बार मर गए, नहीं मरे डरते हुए जी रहे तो बार बार हम मरते हैं. तो बिना डरना, अभयम. These 7-8 things keep in mind. 1. I am imperishable Atma Vastu. This is Jnana. Therefore, the Abhayam, fearlessness. I am the Bhakta of my Bhagwan. So he clears all my problems. Therefore, I need not have Bhayam. I am practicing my Dharma, not Adharma. Therefore, I have no Bhayam. I have only positive values in my life, not negative. Therefore, I am without Bhayam. I am accepting these upadhis and their limitations. I am detaching from their identity. Therefore, I am no bhayam. So too to the world outside. I am a giver only, not a receiver. I am not depending on anyone. I am not attached to anything. Therefore, I am without bhayam, abhayam. तो ज्ञान से अभयम, भक्ति के कारण अभयम, धर्म के कारण अभयम, वैल्यूज के कारण अभयम, dissociation with upadhis के कारण अभयम, detachment with the things and beings bhayam. If any of these are not done, there is bhayam. So abhayam. Beautiful. Think ना, एक एक चीज दिमाग लगा के सोच के समझना पड़ता है. You have to put those efforts. Now, second one we started yesterday, explained sattva samshuddhi. Our inner thinking thought pattern, it should be very pure, shuddha. And the shuddhi can be talked in million ways then. अब कितने बार है बताओ, okay ना? One or two ways of understanding sattva samshuddhi is what? In our all attitudes and intentions. Everybody's safety, security, welfare should be there. That is sattva samshuddhi. What is the ashuddhi then? For the sake of our own selfishness, we think about the destruction of others. We plan for it. We do the things. This is called asamshuddhi. So for that, what we do in our heart, the thought of himsa is there. I have to trouble him, I have to cheat him. And thought of the anrutam is there, jhoot vagara bolna. Then there is vanchana, deceiving others. Then maya, deluding others. And when you deceive others, when we delude others, when we cheat others, when we humiliate others, when we see for the others' destruction, this inner thought is a ashuddhi of the sattva. Why? Because first of all, you get pained inside. Second, you trouble that person with these things. Third, he will also do the same thing. Both of you are destroyed. In this way, everyone has some shuddhi towards others in the world. The whole world will be so negative, bitter, and painful. I hate you, you hate me. I want to destroy you, you want to destroy me. Both of us destroy each other. Destroy होने के लिए थोड़ी हम जन्म लिए. Destroy करने के लिए थोड़ी हम जन्म लिए. Therefore, in our thinking pattern, because of our selfishness for the money or bhoga, when we have in our mind or thinking pattern the thoughts of creating loss for others, thoughts of destruction for others, jhoot bolna, deceiving them, all this called sattva ashuddhi. Not having that is called sattva shuddhi. Always it is like that is called as sattva samyak shuddhi. समशुद्धि क्या होता है, शुद्धि क्या है, वट सम क्यों ऐड किया एक्स्ट्रा वर्ड. सत्व शुद्धि इज इन जनरली वी आर गुड in our attitudes, intentions to others. But when a temptation comes, when a fear comes, when a challenging situation comes, or even an insult or loss, that sattva we give up, we go into rajo and tamo and create all thoughts of anger, hatred. Sattva shuddhi mein hai to. What do you mean by sattva? Samshuddhi. Samshuddhi is even in those challenging situations, difficult situations, we are not changing our thought pattern from the thought of well-being to others to the negative. That's called samyak shuddhi. It is his action and attitude. He is ignorant. He is doing negative. But I've understood. This is how Shastras told me to live. Because of which you are not a liability to the world. I am living that. I am convinced about it. So I will not change myself. That's called as samshuddhi. Third, another meaning of sam is effortlessly, naturally, our heart should become shuddha always. That's called sam. Sam का अर्थ क्या है? Naturality. It should become a habit to us that in our thoughts and intentions we have only welfare of everybody, not destruction. Samyak shuddhi. So now close your eyes. Remember or make parade of all beings. How many of them you take them as your enemies? And about how many of them you think that they should be destroyed, they should lose, they should not grow in life. Then Ashuddhi aa gaya. Any number of, remember, they might have done a lot of wrong to me. That's because my Prarabdha, he is also evolving. So for the wrongs done, I forgive. Not only that, I wish and pray that they evolve in their life. That's called as Sattva Samshuddhi. So Sattva Samshuddhi. Sattva is Antakarana. Samyak Shuddhi means extreme purity. No impure thoughts in that regarding the beings mainly. And we have that enmity with the beings because we have desires for the things. Anna? When we have lot of desire for the things, then only whoever are obstructing it, we become inimical to them. Therefore, Sattva Samshuddhi mein you can add naturally no desire, no expectation of any things of the world. Therefore, we don't have negative intentions towards anybody, attitudes towards anybody. In our heart, the Sattva heart is Samyak Shuddha. Little more add in that Antakarana. Continuously there will be prayers for well-being, welfare, prosperity of everyone. Genuinely from the heart. That is very subjective. Like if I am praying for you all every day, for the entire Jivas basically, and then Sanatana Dharma. How pure it is coming from the core of my heart. It's very subjective. Only I know it. You see, the right is subjective for you. How much your sattva, that is inner equipment, antakarana, is samyak shuddha. And always. Daivi guna hai. Okay. Third one we'll see today. Ek bas hai. Jnana yoga vyavasthiti. Hmm. In these three words are there. Hmm. Jnana and yoga and vyavasthiti. Jnana means by the study of the Shastra, knowing everything. First about the Atma Vastu, then about the Jagat, then how we have to believe in Jagat so that doesn't become burden to us, we don't become burden to us. Then from the Shastra Adhyana, how to discover that Paramatma. That also we know. This is called Jnana. Yoga is what? This Jnanam, by inquiry, we became convinced about it and we are practicing it by controlling all our faculties. It's called yoga. Like how to drive cycle, ride cycle. Jnana. Sit on the seat of the cycle. The pedal is there, pedal it. You have a handle in the hands, you give direction to. This is jnana. Then while doing it, you know, the disintegration of every of the parts of the body are there, which do not allow you to practice the knowledge called cycling practically. Then what do we do? First, you try to make your seating proper. Then you are holding the handle proper. Then people will hold, three people will hold. एक द आगे हैंडल, दूसरा तुमको बीच में सीट, तीसरा एक पीछे से गिरने से, चौथा साइकिल जिसका है चार लोग पकड़े to see that you are balanced. Then they push you little. In the first 5 minutes of pushing, you are like a patient coma in the hospital. Doctor only operating on him will be there कि वही push करते हैं कि कुछ नहीं करते. Then first instruction you pedal it. Then your legs come into the activity. To that extent, their work of pushing you gets reduced. Then they'll now hold the handle. Still you are not balanced. No? I'll give the direction. They teach you the direction. How to hold the handle and give direction. left, right. इतना हिलता है, इधर उधर. When these two are done, then slowly they teach you the balance. So the road is intact. On the road, the cycle is balanced. On the cycle, you are balanced. Then your every part is integrated with their work. Eye is looking the road, hand is held by the hand, legs are pedaling, and you are seated on the seat. This every part of your body, which is required for that jnanam of cycling to make it practical, when you are controlling them, when you are applying them, with which you are able to practice your cycling, that technically is called yoga. जो ज्ञान पाया है उसको प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए सारे हमारे इक्विपमेंट्स को अपने कंट्रोल में लाकर उसके लिए यूज करने के प्रैक्टिस को योगा कहते हैं. एवरीथिंग लाइक क्रिकेट. Theory is this: you stand like it. Every sport, the standing position is different. तो क्रिकेट के लिए ऐसा खड़ा होना है, ऐसा बैट पकड़ना है. These are the all the things you wear, protection things. Then he will bowl the ball. Then you have to see that the ball is hit. Only two things. He'll try to make you bold. How do you have to try to hit him for maximum runs? Six. Then the whole teaching is fast bowling, medium fast bowling, bouncer, then spins, leg spin, off spin, googly, carom. सारा ज्ञान क्रिकेट का. If you are a batsman, each ball how to play. ये सब थियरी हो गया. Now you are in the ground, in the nets. Right from first step only you are trained how to stand. You can't lie down, you can't pura bend also, you can't stand straight. There's a position to hold the bat and stand. Isn't it? The left hand, the right hand, the hold, सब एक एक चीज सिखाते हैं हमको. Each of them. Then everything. In that then as the bowler has various balls, batsman has various balls. Right. And how to defend it. You know, how to push the ball, how to drive the ball. Once you learn the drive, now on the value of the ball, various drives. Off drive, on drive, square cut, uppercut, helicopter shot, scoop, this scoop, Mary Lear thought. इतने सारे अब, they are all now. You can invent your own. Jnana means you have to hit the ball with the bat and get sixer. Yoga is all these learnings. Without jnana, yoga is waste. Without yoga, jnana is waste. Jnana is theoretical aspect. Yoga is integrating all our faculties and practicing what theoretically we have understood. In this established, so that the jnanam is never forgotten, yoga is never forgotten. That's called vyavasthitihi. Visheshena avasthitihi. You are fully established in it. This is called daivi guna. So therefore, playing cricket, driving cycle is not Daivi Guna. They are examples. Here the Jnana is the Atma Jnana. Yoga is controlling all our faculties and using them for the Atma Jnana. And you are so lucky, I am so lucky. In our today's introduction, exactly that's what we talked. I told you the Jnana first of all, Siddhanta, I am that infinite self beyond the entire world of names and forms. But among so many names, form, with one equipment I am tied down. Thus I am also suffering my limitation, and I have always fear with the others. What I have to do? I have to get out of my identity with the upadhi and reach to my essential self. These are all jnana. And what is yogam? I told you, with the body seva karo, karma yoga ho gaya. With the mind devotion karo, a bhakti yoga ho gaya. With the buddhi meditation karo, a jnana yoga ho gaya. So jnana yoga vyavasthiti. This is called as divine quality. ओके, तीन हो गए. अवयम, सत्व समशुद्धि, ज्ञान योग व्यवस्थित. This jnana yoga व्यवस्थित is everywhere required. I give it to example of cycling and all, swimming. जहाँ भी जाओ तुमको ज्ञान होना चाहिए, योग होना चाहिए. You are in an office, computer वाला लाल. वर्क में, तो यू हैव टू हैव ज्ञानम, देन ओनली यू आर गिवन दैट जॉब. बट इन दैट जॉब प्रैक्टिकली डूइंग योग होना चाहिए. If you have to type it, you have to have control of the fingers. फिंगर हिल रहे हैं, पक्षपात हो गया, you can't do it. Physical body, your senses, your mind, intellect, each of them brought into the work in our hands and integrated. That effort and achievement is called yoga. Yoga is what? Bringing all our faculties into the field of the work with the perfection of their abilities, performances, and integrating them. That's called yoga. So Jnana Yoga Vyavasthiti. It's a great, it's divine quality. With this quality, success in the world and the spirituality also. So tomorrow we'll see the remaining 6 qualities of this shloka. दानम दमः यज्ञ स्वाध्याय तप आर्जव. ये सब तो तुम लोगों को पहले बहुत सुखा चुके हैं. Just have to browse through it only. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Abadam Avartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane श्रीरामचंद्र परम ब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि रामायण अयोध्या कांडम शततम सर्गः कच्चित् सर्गः श्रीरामचंद्रेण कृत राजनीति धर्माणाम उपदेश. बेटा एक दो ही देख रहे हम, तुम्हारा काम है सारा लिस्ट बनाने का. Almost 30-40 we have learned by now. Yesterday's topic was about the Krushi, Goraksha, Vanijya, the Karshakas, the farmers. Goraksha, the people who take care of all the cattle, Pashu Sampada. Then the Vartaka Vanijya, who are the business class. Kachit te daitaha sarve. Mhm. All of them are very dear to you. Are you dear to them? Then Samsritaha, do you know their importance and giving it? Do they know your importance and giving? Thus, a beautiful synergy is happening between you or not. Because of this Krushi, Goraksha Jivi and Vartayam Samshritaha, Loko hi Sukham edate. When the farmers, the cattle caretakers, trading class, when they are doing their jobs well, the entire praja, by getting what they want, they will be happy and comfortable. Therefore, keep them in good humor. Take them into confidence. Never be arrogant, never trouble anyone for any reason. Have maximum love, patience, forgiveness, and give them more and more. So that they are samshrita to you, taita to you. They are loyal to you, they are surrendering to you. You are Raja, it is in your hands. Whoever are in the top position, it is in his hands to command the ones who are at the lower level. It is not the other way around. It's the parents who have to command children. Children are like useless animals only. They will behave. दिमाग नहीं होता बेवकूफों को. Parents have to, through love, through taking them into confidence, educating, you have to. Then they get matured. So too in an office. It is boss who has to command. A teacher should command children. In the same way, you are a Raja, you by your behavior command them so that they love you, they trust you, they surrender to you. You do that. How to do that? Next shloka. Tesham gupti pariharaihi kachit te bharanam krutam rakshahi rajna dharmena sarve vishayavasino. How powerful is this shloka? देखो कि तेषाम means these Krushi, Goraksha and Vartikas. These 3 people. The farming class, the cattle protecting class, then the trading class. All of them, Tesham, first to give them a regular salary. Whatever you have to give. Other than that, Gupti Pariharaihi, secret agents. Te Bharanam Krutam. Are you giving them the Bharanam? Bharana means that by which you are being taken. है ना, भारन पोषण कहते हैं ना, भार और पोषण. Bharana means giving them for their livelihood. giving them some incentives. General salaries you give them. This all is when everything, Krushi, Goraksha, Vanija is done under supervision as a Raja. Some government wale hai to. If they are doing it privately, then they are supposed to give you the taxes. You are not going to give them any salary. लाइक किसी का 5 गाय है और दूध आ रहा है वो बेच रहा है तुम्हारे ही राज्य में है वो बट उससे तुम्हारा कोई ऐसा संबंध नहीं बट ही हैव टू पे द टैक्स बिकॉज यू हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ द कंट्री सो टू फार्मर उगा रहा है सारा चावल गेहूं देन ही सेलिंग बाय हिमसेल्फ देयर इज नो दैट वे डायरेक्ट रिलेशन टू यू बट you have to collect tax from them. After doing so, secretly you are going to give the bharanam. Or entire Rajya is yours. You only have appointed the farmers. ये इसको 10 एकड़ दिया उसको 20 दिया इसको 30 दिया करो तुम. Then the whole yield is yours. You are the one with the trading class distributing everywhere. You are giving regular salary to them. Other than that, with the secret agents, give them special incentives, special increments or gifts, etc. to keep them in good humor. इसका अर्थ क्या हुआ? Don't wait for them to come and request you or beg you. They won't ask you because डरते हैं वो लोग. अब मन में सोचते रहते हैं यार राजा देने से अच्छा होता है मेरे को. वो एक आध होते हैं जो धैर्य करके आके पूछते हैं महाराज बेटी का शादी है कुछ खर्चा है. May not ask, others may not ask. Therefore, you have to take them into confidence and know everyone how they are, what's going on, what they need. टेल देम इन एडवांस अरे तुम 2 बेटियां हैं क्या उम्र है 6 साल अब शादी का टाइम हो गया 20 साल आ जाना मेरे पास मैं ही देता हूँ तो वादा ऐसा करो इमीडिएटली मे नॉट नीड और एजुकेशन के लिए द ब्यूटी ऑफ द किंग इज गुप्ति परिहार ही भरणम कृतम यू हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ बिकॉज मेनी टाइम्स मेन सैलरी ज्यादा है लेकिन इंसेंटिव बोनस बहुत कम है बट दैट बोनस गिव्स मोर हैप्पीनेस सैलरी में 10,000 बट 1,000 रुपए दे दिया मानो बॉस ने यार ऐसा दिवाली है थोड़ा पटाखे फोड़ो दैट गिव्स जॉय इजंट इट या ये कोई फेस्टिवल आया है शिवरात्रि है जो ये लो जन्माष्टमी है मैं तो कहता हूँ ऑन द नेम ऑफ फेस्टिवल्स यू शुड गिव टू योर एम्प्लॉइज सम और द अदर गो ऑन गिविंग आएगा तुमको भी क्या है कहीं ना कहीं इफ यू आर अ बॉस once you are settled in a job as a boss more than earning money earn the love and goodwill and punya आप सेल्फ सफिशिएंट हो गया जीने के लिए खाना आ गया ना आप पुण्य का अर्चना करो दैट इज डन इन दिस वे ऑन द अदर हैंड मेनी कंपनीज बॉसेस more and more money only they want even after they are well settled so they are earning only the papam not only when we take others things that we incur sin when we don't give them what they deserve that time also it's a sin only तो आपके सर्वेंट 1,000 रुपए का काम किया आपने 800 दिया तो 200 का पाप यू हैव कलेक्टेड 1,000 का काम किया उसने बट यू कैन अफोर्ड तो यू गेव 1,200 200 का पुण्य यू हैव अर्न बट बात साहब कितने इसका तो इतना ही हुआ आप 200 क्यों ज्यादा दे रहे हो अरे रखो रे कुछ चाहिए तो इट मे बी हेल्पफुल टू यू दिलदार राजा शुड बी लाइक दैट तेषां गुप्ति परिहारैः कच्चित् ते भरणं कृतम् ए राजा एंड whoever does like this is a राजा एक्चुअली जनरलाइज कर रहा हूँ मैं अभी एक ऑटो में ट्रैवल कर रहा हूँ कितना हुआ 250 क्यों 250 तुम तो मीटर बड़ा चढ़ा के करते हो मैं 200 ही देता हूँ जो करना है कर ले दिस इज दुष्ट राक्षस पद्धति isn't it the true way is what कितना हुआ 250 बिना उसका पूछे 260 you give it even don't even talk to him रख ले that is called राजा सब्जी कितने का है किलो टमाटर अभी 50 रुपए हो गया 9 रुपए 3 रुपए किलो था 50 रुपीज नाउ इट इज If you can't afford, don't buy. If you can afford, buy. And if you can little more afford, you क्योंकि ना जब 50 होता है ना कोई खरीदता नहीं, जब खरीदता नहीं तो बेचारे भी क्या है ना वो गरीब रह जाते. Never mind, I am giving you 60, take. He is kingly way of living life. Bargaining is third class life. Stop bargaining from today. Don't buy that thing if you don't can't. अगर लेना है तो bargain मत करो. Trust that person. Let this thought of trust develop in the country. The fellow himself says, सब 10 रुपए कम भी चलेगा मेरे को. Learn this art. Never bargain, especially with the lower people. And you don't bargain in the big VVIP shops. वो टैग लगा देते 5,000, उसका कीमत 500 भी होता है actually. The 5,000, 4,500 is charging you for all the ACVC and all the made up workers there. वो भी जी रहे हैं. Nothing is wrong. You don't go to that shop then. Now the last line is so powerful, beta. सुनो, रक्षा ही राज्ञा धर्मेण सर्वे विषयवासिनः. So he says, so this is Raja's dharma to protect. 3 examples I gave you, Rama says. But to protect all employees, all professionals, they have to be protected by you, taken care of by you. Krishi, Goraksha, Vartaka. I gave you 3 examples, but they are not the only 3 people who are required in the society. Many are there. As I told you, the pot makers are there, silversmiths are there, the goldsmiths are there. आजकल के दिनों में the electrician, the plumber, the carpenters, the house cleaners, every one of those professional people have to be recognized by you, protected by you. As a Raja, it is your dharma. Are you doing it or not? किसी एक का भी दुख तुमको दुखी करेगा. You can't insult anyone, you can't neglect anyone. Raja, that's why he has to be like a father and the praja are like children. You have 7 children. एक को भी neglect किया तो फिर दुखी हो जाएगा ना वो. His dukha will be papa to you, not correct to you, not a good sign. To all of them you take care. So in this way, Bhagavan tells to take care of all professionals. Higher ranks से लेकर lower rank तक. You have to do that. Tough job, na? Train the people, get the work from them, keep them in good humor, give them regular salary, keep on giving increments and incentives, give them promotion depending on their abilities. राजा को ये सब करना पड़ता है. दैट इज वॉट राज्य. एंड कोई गड़बड़ कर रहा है उसको ठिकाना पे लगाना पड़ता है. गुंडागर्दी कर रहा है, हेरा फेरी कर रहा है. इंडिया में याद रखो पिछले 10 साल से राजा को कैसा करना है जी ऐसा ही हो रहा है. यू आर लक्की वी आर इन सच ए पीरियड. That's why tomorrow you'll see third, fourth go thumping majority say they will win. And you and I have to go on voting them only. अच्छे लोगों को. Don't give the voting to the बुरा people. बुरे जो शब्द बोलकर तुम्हें फुसलाते हैं फंसाते हैं. कैपेसिटी नहीं है, इंटेंशन नहीं. Right, tomorrow we'll see the next shloka. He talks about of all the women folk, whether they are in your house as your parents, mother, or your wife, or daughter, or sisters. In general, the Dasi Gana, anyone. Keep them also in good humor. बढ़िया बात राम जी कहेंगे कल कि गलती से भी कोई रॉयल सीक्रेट्स मीन सीक्रेट्स ऑफ द राज्य डोंट शेयर विथ देम. Tomorrow Bhagwan will say it. Because they're so innocent. In brackets, you add all the things. They don't बोल लेते हैं कहीं ना कहीं. Because they get so much frustrated staying inside the house and doing all the works. कोई ना कोई मिल जाए उनको ऐसा होता वाला होता. कोई भी मिल गए other women ladies कुछ तो गलना तो करना है बोलना है. And they don't have any Vedanta Jnana to teach. They don't know. But these things they don't give secrets to the women. Yeah, liking. Women means whose minds are womanic. Womanic mind means who have emotions in the mind, who get lost, who are weak, ऐसे लोगों को गुह्यमयी बताना, ये बात कल होगा, वो हम सीखेंगे. सो ऑल ऑफ दिस पुट टुगेदर इज द वे ऑफ रूलिंग द किंगडम. थैंक यू. टुडे वी विल डू ओनली वन श्लोका बेटा, बहुत बड़ा है ये. What are we doing? Prashnopanishad. First Prashna कवन निकालते हैं ना, where from the people have been created. तो भगवान says, the ऋषि पिपलायन ऋषि, yeah, पिपलाद ऋषि says, पिपलाद ऋषि, he says Prajapati created Rai Prana. The same Prajapati again creates Rai Prana. Rai Prana. इस तरह lastly the your question ki how the human beings or living beings are created, that will come. So far is said Prajapati created the Surya, the Prana, Chandrama, the Rai, the spirit and the matter. Now he comes to say in the mantra number 9, बड़ा सा है ये कि I am telling you in advance only कि 1 year संवत्सर वो है ना, that itself is the expression of Prajapati. That 1 year which is the expression of Prajapati, like earlier here also he created 2, Rai and Prana. Okay, then that Uttarayana Kala is there, the northern hemisphere, which starts generally from January 14 going on now up to July 14. This Uttarayana Kala is called as Prana. Dakshinayana Kala is called Rai. Both are required. One is great, one is lesser great. ऐसा मत सोच. For the creation, both are required. So that is the meaning. I tell you, Samvatsaro vai Prajapatihi. Samvatsara is the Prajapati. Prajapati only expressing as one Samvatsara. Then Tasya Ayane. He has got 2 Ayanas. Dakshinam cha Uttarancha. Dakshinayana Uttarayana. Uttarayana. Then Tadyeha vai. In that time, Ishtapurte Krutaviti Upasate. In this world, the people who are busy in doing Ishtapurtam, Yajnayaga as well as the social services, they Chandramasameva Lokam. They go in that Dakshinayana Marga in the Chandramasa Loka. Te eva punaravartante. They come back from there. Tasmat ete rishaya prajakamaha. These rishis, though they are also rishis, prajakamaha, creators of the progeny, dakshinam pratipadyante. They are always in the dakshinayana marga. Tadyeha vai dakshinam pratipadyante eshaha vai raihi yaha pitruyanaha. So दक्षिणायन काल में यज्ञ पूर्त इत्यादि करते हुए है ना, पितृलोक मार्ग में जो जाना है, दैट इज कॉल्ड रई. उत्तरायण में परमात्मा का ध्यान करना, ये हो गया प्राण. दैट विल बी सेड इन द 9th मंत्र. इट इज बिगर ना, कल मैं उसको देखता हूँ. नहीं, 10th मंत्र. 9th तो आई एम डूइंग नाउ, राइट. थोड़ा ओनली 2% आई टॉट यू, रिमेनिंग एज यू ग्रो. ओम श्री अथर्वण वेदांतर्गत मांडू प्रश्नोपनिषत् शांति मंत्र. ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः, भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः, स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुभागं सस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवैतयदायुः. स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः, स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः, स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः, स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु. ओम शांति शांति शांति. अथ प्रथम प्रश्नः, नवम मंत्रः. ओम संवत्सरो वै प्रजापतिः. संवत्सरो वै प्रजापतिः. 2 ही बार कहूंगा मैं, बड़ा मंत्र है, अब आपको आदत हो गया. तस्यायने दक्षिणं चोत्तरं च, तस्यायने दक्षिणं चोत्तरं च, तद्येह वै तदिष्टापूर्ते कृतं, तद्येह वै तदिष्टापूर्ते कृतं. इति उपासते, इति उपासते. ते चान्द्रमसमेव लोकम् अभिजयन्ते, ते चान्द्रमसमेव लोकम् अभिजयन्ते. त एव पुनरावर्तन्ते, त एव पुनरावर्तन्ते. तस्मात् एते ऋषयः प्रजाकामाः, तस्मात् एते ऋषयः प्रजा कामाः दक्षिणं प्रतिपद्यन्ते एषः वै रयिः यः पितृयाणः एषः वै रयिः यः पितृयाणः एषः वै रयिः यत् पितृयाणः यः पितृयाणः टुगेदर ओम संवत्सरो वै प्रजापतिः तस्यायने दक्षिणं चोत्तरं च तद्येह वै तदिष्टापूर्ते कृतम् इति उपासते ते चान्द्रमसमेव लोकमविजयन्ते त एव पुनरावर्तन्ते तस्मादेते ऋषयः प्रजाकामाः दक्षिणं प्रतिपद्यन्ते एषः वै रयिः यः पितृयाणः अगेन संवत्सरो वै प्रजापतिः तस्यायने दक्षिणं चोत्तरं च तद्येह वै तदिष्टापूर्ते कृतमित्युपासते ते चान्द्रमसमेव लोकमविजयन्ते त एव पुनरावर्तन्ते तस्मादेते ऋषयः प्रजाकामाः दक्षिणं प्रतिपद्यन्ते एषः वै रयिः यः पितृयाणः. So Samvatsara is the Prajapati. The two ayanas are Rahi and Prana. In that Dakshinayana is the Rahi aspect. In that these great visionary saints, they are engaged in doing those type of yajnas, upasanas, by which they go to Pitruloka and their children are taken care through prosperity. In that, the pure spiritual self aspect is not there. In the Uttarayana Marga, tomorrow we are going to see how they do the sadhanas. अभी कैन डू इट बट थोड़ा टाइम हो गया, कल ही करते हैं. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम दुर्जन सज्जनो भूयात् सज्जन शांति माप्नुयात् शांतो मुच्यते बन्देभ्यः मुक्तश्चान्यान् विमोचयेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परमशिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रं तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय, गीता माता की जय, वेदव्यास भगवान की जय, रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, रामायण महाशास्त्री वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय, श्री पिप्पलाद ऋषि षट शिष्यगण की जय, श्री प्रश्नोपनिषद श्रुति माता की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सतनाथ महाराज की जय, आज के आनंद की जय. नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम. अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदि शक्ति माता की जय. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक मोक्ष मुक्त गण की जय. समस्त युवा मंडली की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय. आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय. ओके बेटा, कल मिलो.